All right. What's going on, everybody? This is the Flares in the Sky podcast, first episode. My name is Ernest Williams. Go by E3. It's my artist name. I make music, beats, and I do it all, man. I do engineering. I do, it's gonna be hard. Yeah, it's gonna be all new to me because I'm not usually in front of the camera. I'm usually behind the camera, so I'm trying to get all my lighting effects right. You know what I'm saying? All my angles together. But I do plan to have fun with it. It is gonna be a family podcast, Christian friendly podcast. So I'm gonna talk a lot about mental health. Talk about things that occur in the family dynamic, things that I went through personally, a lot of personal stories. That's why I'm in a personal setting. So yeah, we get into it. I'm on Don Toretto time. Man. Big family. I feel like family is really all you got sometimes. A lot of people don't even have that. So when you do have that, I feel like you're blessed. So I feel like you should really appreciate that and be grateful for the things that you do have and not lack, so to speak. So I'm gonna look off to the side sometimes. I got notes, man. I'm new to this. It's gonna be very new to me. But basically this environment, I want people to feel comfortable to talk about personal things that maybe they weren't comfortable talking about before. Have confidence in that. Feel like a family. I want us to be able to laugh and joke. Not always be too serious, but know that it is going in a serious direction as far as healing. It's really addressed to the chosen ones, even ones that feel like they're not chosen but still want to make a difference. I want you to speak out and let your voice be heard. I plan on expanding this podcast to open it up and let professionals talk, community leaders talk, local people in your neighborhood. Just let them have a voice. That's what this is for. I got all the stuff I need, to expand it. So I'm just taking my time with it, so I can be organized and come correct. So that's what this is. So work I've done in the past. I've worked at landscaping companies, fast food restaurants. Did the whole Uber thing, DoorDash. I did all of that. Worked at AT&T. That's my big job, my big career-based job. Worked there for 7 years. Did a lot. When I say a lot, I mean I want to emphasize on the word a lot. Learned a lot, met a lot of people, a lot of interesting experiences, interesting days, ups and downs, lessons learned, you name it. I did installations and repairs for 7 years for AT&T in the city of St. Louis. Also was sent out of town a lot of times. Arkansas and Oklahoma. Did the same thing down there. Telephone work, mostly cable and internet. And that was big for me because I was 21 when I started at AT&T. 21, yeah, and left when I was about 28. So I mean, you just do the math on that. It's where I got a lot of my assets from. Put a lot of money to the side for things for the future. You know, I was investing in my future. The time that I was spending working for somebody else, I was trying to learn everything I needed to learn, develop all my tools, get everything in order so that I can get out and finally do it on my own. Because, you know, who want to work for somebody, you know, else their whole life? Especially these companies that do not appreciate you. I'm gonna get into it, but this is just the introduction. But these companies that don't appreciate you, especially, not family, man, not family. Don Toretto against that. I mean, I get the whole working structure of the United States. You know, we gotta have a workforce. I get that, but to not have unions and I would say to not have sufficient benefits or incentives, bonuses, raises, promotions. I mean, all these words you really don't even hear anymore. What was the old thing? Pensions. I still had a pension at AT&T, thank God. Like, that's crazy. Still had a pension because that went away, you know. But things like that, you know, things that you deserve for the amount of hours you spend putting into somebody else's business that isn't really growing you, it's growing them. I mean, you growing, I guess, I mean, if you take advantage, you're growing mentally with the tools that they give you to educate yourself. But most people don't do that. They just go there for the paycheck. They just want to be able to feed their family, come home in the same way that they left home, and not have to deal with basically other people's problems because you have enough problems of your own. So why not just get out there and try to figure out a way to make money for yourself? Boom. So that's what I'm doing. Feel like when people do begin to start talking back in the comments, you know, whatever you may say, direct message me for sure. But whatever you may say, I want it to be, you know, I want you to feel entitled to your opinion. Be respectful, stay clean, and then make sure what you're saying is loud and clear. You know, make sure it's heard. You know, I really don't want to create a space where it's like, you know, it's like a bully system where, you know, like you're afraid, you know, I mean, get bullied out of here. Nah, this ain't none of that. I like to be cordial and appropriate, but I don't allow disrespect. I don't allow trolling, all of that, all these terms we got nowadays. Get that out of here, man. Like, I just want to talk and have conversations with intelligent people with intellectual ideas just like me. I don't want to have no arguments, no back and forth, no he say, she say, man. That's for the world. This ain't that. This is the Flares in the Sky podcast. That means somebody need help. We all need help somewhere along the line, somewhere. So that's what this is. It's a Flares in the Sky podcast. It's friendly, family friendly.